Planning a fishing trip shouldn't feel like a full-time job. With fishingbooker.com, you can find and book the perfect fishing trip within minutes. Fishingbooker.com connects you with trusted fishing captains around the world. Booking is fast, easy, and secure, with access to verified customer reviews, loyalty rewards, and around-the-clock customer support. Everything you need to book with confidence is in one place. So head to fishingbooker.com and start planning your next fishing adventure today.
When the hunt matters, trust the gear that's built to perform. At Scree Gear, we design premium hunting apparel that keeps you comfortable, concealed, and ready for whatever the mountain throws your way. From early season spot and stalk hunts to late season extremes, Scree Gear is trusted by hunters who refuse to compromise. And if you want to sharpen your skills and follow real hunting adventures, watch Scree TV on Waypoint TV. Visit ScreeGear.com to gear up today. Then catch Scree TV on Waypoint TV and experience the hunt like never before.
All right, welcome back to the Survival and Basic Badass podcast with Kevin and Chuck. Today, we're going to talk about city survival. What I realized is we really do have quite a few listeners that are kind of stuck in the city and living that urban lifestyle. But also, it's not even that. You know what? Guess what? We go to the city. Once, a couple times a year, I might go to the city, go see the Macy's Day Parade. I might, go show the wife the Christmas lights, take her, ice skating in Central Park or something, or wherever the hell it is that you go ice skating.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just made that up. I mean, I was watching Home Alone, and I was like, oh, I could live that cool lifestyle. You know how it's like on Facebook where you live the big fancy life, and then in reality, you're just like eating potato chips and drinking beer on the couch.
And stealing pictures from the internet.
And stealing pictures of the internet. Look at what I did this weekend. But no, seriously, I like to go check out new things. I think I've mentioned in the past down in New Orleans, and there's creepy things, come up on you. You're like, ooh, I don't know, that guy's a little, and you just have to be aware. So we're going to talk about kind of self-defense when you're the guy who doesn't have a gun, because you're the one following the laws. Right. But we're going to expand a little bit more than that. I think it's going to be, just different things you can do when you're living in the, in the city, and that you can kind of step up your prepping and your overall survival level. What's that show where they start off and they're like, oh, he's a survival level 3. And whatever,
I don't watch those shows. I don't.
There was one.
There's a bunch of them.
And then they're like, now, after seeing him, he's like a survival level 6. Well, after this podcast, you can start out at a survival level 6.
That's right.
So I'm just putting that out there, and that's just this one episode.
Mm-hmm.
You listen to 10 or more episodes, we'll give you 6.5.
11.
No, you got to listen to every episode to get up to 11.
There's a couple out there that have crammed them all.
All right. So let's kind of get into it. So some of the things, one of the things that I thought was pretty freaking awesome, and I just posted something. I came across a movie, and I think I mentioned it in the past, but that parkour.
Right.
I gotta say, if I'm city guy and I'm serious about survival, holy crap. One, your fitness level is going to be top shelf, because I don't care where you start. Seems like if you're putting that kind of energy out for 2 or 3 months,
yeah, you're going
to step up your fitness level. For those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, which I imagine it was kind of new to me a couple of years ago. Mm-hmm. Not something I've done, just something I've seen. But anyway, people, I don't know. They kind of like, you imagine maybe Daredevil when he's running across the rooftops
Yeah.
Or maybe some Spider-Man videos, except he's slinging webs. So it's a little different.
Mm-hmm.
But it's kind of like that. Just where, people are basically all out, freaking full on, just go. And whatever obstacle comes up, they're jumping it, hitting it, grabbing onto whatever. And they seem to do some pretty amazing feats. I got to say, a lot of it is like watching a monkey go through the woods, or, you're like, ooh, only an animal can have that kind of control and agility. But when you see people actually doing it, it's pretty amazing.
Yeah. There's some pretty impressive stuff. It's basically running and jumping and going around obstacles quickly.
But I guess doing it enough that your judgment is there.
Right.
And that's a big thing. And, looking at different ways, hey, I can get over this wall if I do this. And I mean, I got to say, you see people, it seems like they're scaling 12-foot walls and whatnot. It's almost like they're running up them like in the old Kung Fu movies, with the white robe master with the gray hair, that 20-year-old guy.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just saying that might be something you might want to look in. I got to say, spend an afternoon, and this really applies to anybody, but I think really it's going to apply more to the city guy than the country guy, is learn lock picking. I got to say, people, when they abduct you, when they kidnap you, they're probably going to lock you up somewhere. Mm-hmm. And knowing, one, how to get out of handcuffs, how to get out of zip ties, how to open a door lock, undo a padlock, things like that. There's a lot of clever tricks. You see people with the soda can. Have you seen this where they make it into the little sliver and unhook it? But different things. You just might want to spend some effort. Like,
I've
what does
actually,
a day cost you, an afternoon?
Yeah, I've actually bought lockpick sets probably 3 times and never learned
and never
how to
done
use
it.
them.
I hear you, and I understand that. I mean, some people will sit down and binge watch something on Netflix for 6 or 8 episodes. And what if you just spent that time and learned how to, get through some basic locks? That might step up your game a little bit. I don't know. That's something I was considering. I think also if you're limited where you can't be the guy who can carry a gun, I think you should carry a gun. If you can't carry one legally, that's okay. We all follow the laws here. We're playing the game.
Law-abiding citizens.
But, then you're going to have to find another way to step up your game.
Right.
One, you're going to have to pay a little bit more attention on where you end up. You don't want to be lost and looking lost. You also need to maybe some kind of grappling martial arts. Some kind of MMA gym, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, be cool like the Gracies, something like that. Krav Maga we've talked about. You don't need, I've mentioned it before, 6 months would make you light years ahead of 90% of the guys out there. I know Krav Maga and a lot of the regular martial arts have ways for disarming people with weapons. No, it's not going to work out all the time, but it's going to be better than not having any ability.
Right.
And better than your wife getting shot or your kid getting shot or you getting shot. I'm sure a lot of us would rather live with us getting shot than our kids, but also you don't want to get shot and then your wife and kids are at the mercy of these psychos.
Every morning I get up and I look in the mirror and I say, Kevin, today you're not going to get shot and you're not going to get run over by a forklift. The forklift thing, that's a whole different episode.
If you see like a forklift about to tip over, don't think you can run up and jump up and pull it back down. That's not going to work out well. Just get the hell away from it. You are not stopping a forklift. Sorry, Kevin got me all excited there. I just saw some horrible videos on the internet. And remember they used to have that Faces of Death?
Yeah.
Did you ever watch that when you were a kid?
Seen those, yep.
Oh, that's some messed up stuff.
My girl was actually telling me that she had a headache that felt like she was the monkey in the table.
Oh, no.
If you haven't seen Faces of Death, I highly recommend you don't watch it.
Is it even accessible now? I mean,
I'm sure you could find it on the internet. I'm sure you can find them.
I must have. They were on VHS. We used to get them. And
people traded them around.
Go down
There's a bunch of
the
them.
local video. And this is like before Blockbuster and any of that. This is way back. We used to go to our, it'd be like the convenience store that has like 8 movies. And sure enough, mine had All the Faces of Death. And my buddy, this had to be 35 years ago, was like, oh, we got to get this, check this out. Now, I don't know if I was 5, but I feel like I was. It was like 10 or whatever. And he's like, we should watch this. And I just remember some kind of like toxic leeches and sucking people's arms. It just is not good. And I don't even like gore stuff. Yeah. But man, that like made an impression. Maybe that's why I don't
that's
like
why you
gore
do this
stuff.
show.
Oh man. I just don't ever. Ooh, sorry. A little bit off task. But, really, you'll thank me when you watch that. Better you'll curse me.
Yeah,
be like,
no.
I'm scarred. I can't get that out of my mind.
Thank yourself for not seeing it yet.
Yeah, that's really. So all right. So we talked about parkour is an awesome option. We talked about martial arts.
Right.
It's an awesome option. We talked about learning lock picking.
Right.
That kind of thing would be really useful. Know your city.
Yeah. Know where you're at.
Hey, check out a map. See what's where. Kind of have an idea. Like when you're going out somewhere, you should know, the baseball game's getting out and there's going to be a bajillion people.
Right.
Or for you people over in England, the football
game's getting out.
What? Something's getting out? Something about that. But the bottom line, we all know if you're over in England, you're at the football game. So I'm way off.
You're probably one of the hooligans if you're listening to the show.
Actually, we had some kind of mention about England and football games.
Well,
anything you wanted to bring up there?
Paul was mentioning that the terrorist attack that took place out there.
Right. He said I painted it in a bad light.
He said they targeted theater goers. And if they had targeted footballers coming out of a stadium, it wouldn't have ended up the same way.
Touché. I'd have to agree with them. They're always like all bloody, and what the fans I'm talking about, they're a little rough over there.
Yeah, they get rowdy.
All right. So, know your city, know your environment.
Yeah, when you think about what it's like sitting in rush hour traffic, think about that. It's going to be a lot worse when everyone's trying to get out of the city. When they had the blackout in New York City, or, on September 11th when everybody was trying to leave, it was just gridlock. You weren't going anywhere.
And we talk about, have the supplies, have your stuff in your house. But, I don't think you need to be so worried about, like, in the country, you go out, you're like, I need to bring extra water, I need to bring all this. Probably not as crucial when you're in the city. I'm sure you're out a long day, you get thirsty, whatever, but I feel like resources are available.
Right.
But just the same, you need to have kind of a different set of things.
Right.
A
You're going to have minimum space. Somebody that has a, plot of land that's 10 acres and now, sheds.
In the city, they do have fanny packs, though. Isn't that the...
Is that coming back? I hope not.
No.
No, I heard you're the Rock wears one, though.
The Rock?
The Rock. Joe Rogan wears a fanny pack.
You guys are killing me.
Who is the Italian comic that used to do the nursery rhymes?
Andrew Dice Clay?
Andrew Dice Clay is wearing a fanny pack.
All right.
Things are happening in the world of the fanny pack. I don't know anything about it.
Fanny pack's on the move.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you had some kind of... Basically, you might want to look at what weapons are available to you. Now, I know you guys have heard us complain. In New York City, it's a no-go on pepper spray, mace, that kind of thing. But I'm sure there are cities where that's cool.
Yeah. Pepper spray, my personal opinion is that it's not really worthwhile.
Okay.
One, you can't use it in a confined space because you're just pepper spraying yourself.
And what about the tactical spork? Do you carry that?
No, I don't know anything about that. But
I'm going to put a link to that in the show notes so you guys have options.
The other issue, I did have a friend that was using pepper spray in a large fight with groups of people, and he ran at somebody spraying the pepper spray and ran into his own pepper spray. So he maced himself.
How'd that work out?
Not well. Apparently he got the shit kicked out of him afterwards because he couldn't see anything.
It just seems wrong. I just seem to remember like mosh pits with like elbows and fists flying at my head. A lot of blood. Mm-hmm. Friends with broken noses. I managed, I'm still beautiful, but I mean, other people. Mm-hmm. So, all right. So I actually, those tactical pens.
Yeah, I was actually looking at those. Smith & Wesson actually makes some. They're inconspicuous. They're useful in a lot of ways. Even just gripping it in your fist while you punch somebody, it's going to harden your fist up. Yeah. And, they work as pens. Who doesn't need a pen?
Maybe a roll of dimes. You punch somebody with the hard fist.
Yep.
Just saying.
Works the same sort of way, right?
And you always have $5 in your pocket.
That's right.
Right? That's what a roll of dimes is.
Now, I want to touch on tactical knives. Now, if you're carrying a pocket knife, you might as well upgrade a little bit.
New York City, though.
They get you for knives? I think that New York City, it's the width of your palm.
That's what I used to know. But I don't know. And no gravity opening. They're changing the law or something.
Yeah, I used to have a switchblade. My dad would always scold me for it.
Butterfly knives. You're always cutting your fingers.
Butterfly knives are against the rules in New York.
All right.
But a lightweight, knife that you can... Now, first off, you have to know your weapon. Whatever you're choosing to carry, practice using it. You have to be able to access it quickly, too,
But I gotta say, if you spend a little time with these tactical pens or a good knife, you can really, it doesn't take a big knife to do a lot of damage.
Yeah, well, they say the recommended, for something in a street fight, recommended is only 3 inches, 3.5 inches. I'd say 3 to 5. But
I'd say 3.
Whatever it's
going
to do
in New York, right?
Yeah, it's gonna do what it has to do. Short enough to carry though. You want it, to be able to have it on your belt or whatever. That's not gonna be hanging down past your ass, being a pain in the ass. And a cheap knife is worse than no knife at all. Get something that's quality made. It doesn't have to be expensive. But, don't be afraid to spend $25 on a knife.
Right.
It's not,
25
it's not
is
crazy.
right. 8 might be.
Yeah, you're stretching it. It might work
now,
for a week
also,
or two.
I have to point out if your pants are sagging down around your butt crack, like a little low. And I'm talking about, a little too low. Mm-hmm. That's not going to help you when you're trying to chase after the bad guy.
That's right, man. Keep your belts tight.
High and tight. Just saying. Do you have some comfortable shoes? Are you able to make the getaway? And like you imagine with women, like the high heels. Are they screwed? Yeah,
you ditch those high heels immediately.
You got to
be
either I'm the person who can kick these shoes off and I'm gone, or you need to realize, hey, these boots that aren't kicking off, I need to be extra careful on where I'm going tonight.
Right.
And I'm not saying you can't style it up and whatever. I'm just saying be aware of it.
And if you are kicking your heels off, just remember you're running barefoot, and running barefoot through a city is just as dangerous as running barefoot through the woods,
All right.
Now, another one that keeps coming up here is stun guns. I've never used a stun gun. I've never been hit with a stun gun. Never been tased.
Maybe that should be a...
To me, it just seems a little unrealistic. If you're carrying one around with you, email me and let me know how that works out. But it just seems it's illegal in a lot of places, too.
Yeah.
A lot of urban places.
So, yeah, maybe if there's something that's small enough, if you guys have a recommendation, shoot Kevin an email on that.
Let me know what you think.
What else you got in the magic list?
Now, I was looking
weapons?
at these Defender tactical flashlights. They're small flashlights. They're just, about 4 or 5 inches.
All right.
500 lumens, though. Ooh. So if it's nighttime, you can blind somebody with it.
It really is pretty disorienting when you get blasted in the face with that. They also have ones with the strobe. Does that have that?
No, it doesn't have a strobe, but it does have an aluminum jagged strike plate at the end where the lens goes, and it also goes at 5 lumens, so you can use it as a flashlight. You can also use it to keep it in your fist, to harden your fist up, like we were talking about. Now, walking sticks and canes. Now, you don't have to have a limp to have a cane. Right. You look smart, right? And I was looking through some of these. Bartitsu is something I've never heard before, but it's an actual self-defense system that focuses on using a cane.
Oh. Now, I actually have a pimp cane that it's got like imagine the size of maybe a tennis ball. On the top, it's just a solid metal ball.
Yeah.
You know, imagine like the old school shifter knobs. And it threads onto the cane. And one, I'm very stylish when I go rocking that out in town. And two, you don't want to get hit in the you don't want to get hit in the temple with that.
No. And you know the thing is,
I've never actually used it out in public.
Used it? No.
But when I saw it, you know where I got it? It's weird. I was in they just had one, and it was like 10 years ago. I was in Pier 1 or something. Mm-hmm. And I don't know, I was looking for like a Christmas present for somebody or whatever, and I was like, fuck, there's a pimp cane over there. I don't even know if somebody left it. I don't even know if somebody left it there or whatever. Mm-hmm. I'm like, yo, how much is this? And they were like, looked at me, and then they were like, just give us 20. And I'm like, okay, done. And, you know, I'm pretty styling is what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. I'm saying don't break in my house unless you want a big freaking steel ball batted in your head.
Now, another thing with the canes is walking sticks. Now, I know I don't know if we've talked about bow staff fighting.
I don't feel like we have.
It's pretty simple to do, you know? Temple knee. You know, you can also use it as a jabbing weapon.
Now, I don't know if I've mentioned this it's probably way back to like episode 1 or 2, but Paulie Zink. You want to learn staff form. There's some crazy freaking guy out there. I don't know if you'll be able to find it on YouTube. The only video I got is on VHS, so it's a little old school. Mm-hmm. And I got to say, Paulie Zink.
I think I did watch that, yeah.
Is the king of the staff form. Mm-hmm. So he says it's simple, but no Paulie Zink with simple.
It is pretty easy to use, but again, go back to the beginning where we were talking about knowing your weapon, using it. Now, when it comes to walking around with a staff in the city, you have to be like dressed as a wizard or something. You can't just be walking around in your regular clothes carrying a 6-foot staff with you. It's just
if you ordered the Harry Potter cape, you're good.
You're all right, yeah.
Nobody will question a thing. Mm-hmm. You know, I hate to say it, but this attack we just had in the city, the guy was like, oh, I was going to put ISIS flags on the side of the truck, but I thought that might draw attention and people would stop me. Mm-hmm. And I'm thinking, no. Have you been to New York City?
Yeah, no, I don't think that would draw attention to anybody.
They'd be like, that guy's an asshole. Mm-hmm. And yeah, that's about it. So you dress like a wizard, be like, oh, there's that wizard guy.
That guy. We've got one right up in town.
Duh.
Grandfather Woodstock. He wants to, anytime he sees people taking pictures, he jumps in there and then demands $5.
I think it's more.
Is it more now?
I think it's more. I think he's like 20.
Oh. All right. How about telescoping batons?
Now tell me about the telescoping baton.
They're pretty illegal in a lot of places.
Okay, now I've seen like some Indiana Jones movies where I feel like that's a thing.
Could be.
It's like German guys. Maybe the guy with the burned face. I don't know.
I think he had I think it was a coat hanger, but maybe I'm misremembering the movie.
It could be.
Now, obviously, telescoping baton usually is about 30 inches when it's fully extended. It collapses to about 8 or 10 inches.
And yet at 30 inches, you're saying it's still shorter than a shotgun in England.
Yeah, well, we're going to get into that. I've got to correct some things from the last episode.
I don't want to...
All right. Now, the benefit of that is obviously that you can strike your opponent before he's capable of striking you. You can stay outside of his reach and still hit him. It can also be used to disarm your opponent. You know, if they have a knife or a pistol or something, and you can swat it out of their hand. If he's got a pistol and you've got a telescoping baton, though, you probably went to the wrong fight.
Yeah, I think so.
It's illegal to carry concealed in every single state.
Oh.
But you can carry it open in most states.
Wait, what are we
New York
carrying?
isn't
Concealed?
one of them. What's that? The telescoping baton.
Gotcha. Okay.
So that's just a heads up.
And they don't know it's going to telescope, so really it's kind of concealed right out of the gate.
Right out of the base.
It just looks like my Harry Potter wand.
Your Harry Potter wand, your staff, and your cape, and you're good to go, man.
It's my wand, people.
Oh, man. Another one I wanted to touch on. Surprisingly, illegal in every state except for California. Flamethrowers.
Wait, legal in every state. You said illegal.
Oh, legal in every state except for California. Now,
so really, if you're wondering what you could put in your trench coat, flamethrower.
That's right.
Now, we're not just talking about carrying around a propane tank and the dragon or whatever on there. We're
talking about something that throws flames onto somebody else.
Now, that sounds like something I might be interested in.
Now, you may not be handy enough to construct one yourself.
Okay.
Good news, though.
Good news.
You can buy one. The XM42.
Now, is that available on Amazon or?
Ion Productions. You can get that right from them. Go right to their website. It shoots at a column of gasoline 25 feet. Endless possibilities for entertainment and utility, they say, such as killing insects. Okay. Melting snow and entertaining your friends. All right. So
now,
if you want to take fire and put it on somebody else, this is your go-to. Now, as far as carrying a flamethrower around the city, I seriously doubt that you're going to go unmolested.
That's going to end well?
Yeah.
Right.
It may be legal,
now,
but you're going to have to explain that to the cops.
Amazon has the red dragon on there because I typed in XM42 flame. Actually, I just typed in XM42 and flamethrower just jumped right in because they knew where I was going. They were like, oh, yeah, I know what this guy wants. Mm-hmm. So, but they're just showing me that weed killer one.
Uh-huh.
But I scroll down to the fourth item.
Mm-hmm.
How to make a flamethrower. The do-it-yourself manual.
All right.
That's $9.97, but it's only a Kindle edition. Now, I actually like a little paper. You know, I like to get in there.
Yeah.
It's also fun for setting on fire afterward.
Right. Once you learn how to build it.
But I'm just saying, keep your eyes, your ears open.
Mm-hmm. Now, the last thing I want to get into when it comes to small concealed weapons that you can carry with you are brass knuckles.
All right.
That's
a no-go in New York again.
It's a lot of places it's a no-go. So if you're going to get some, pay close attention
when
to
you
what's
tell them
legal.
it's a paperweight, but it's already like linked in between your fingers and there's blood all over it.
Yeah.
That's not going to fly. They're not going to buy that. Now, I'm looking at the reviews on the flamethrower book.
Uh-huh.
And it says, okay, this is seriously flippin' cool.
Okay.
I don't know what flippin' is, but I think that's because he didn't want to use profanity.
Okay.
I just finished reading this manual, and the author made it extremely easy. Extremely easy to actually build your own working flamethrower. There were a ton of pictures, and the instructions were detailed. Dude, I think we're ordering this.
Did he build the flamethrower though? That's the real question. I want a review where the guy built it and didn't light himself on fire.
It says the author seems to have an engineer's mind and the ability to show others how to pull it all together. It's easy to understand. I can't wait to start building this thing. And then he never had a follow-up.
No follow-up?
So I'm
not buying that then. I want to hear somebody
there may have
that
been an
actually
explosion. I don't know. I see another. This is an excellent book. Can't recommend it highly enough. Precise instructions. At no point in building my device, I was left scratching my head about how to do it. So somebody built it.
He built it. All right. And he's not dead.
So you guys are going to have to check that out on your own. And in no way does the Prepping Badass recommend flamethrowers, but they sound pretty freaking awesome.
Yeah.
So maybe.
And I in no way recommend building your own.
No,
I think that sounds.
How much did you say it was?
It doesn't say how much. Oh, wait a minute.
The XM42?
$6.99. And I'm not talking about $6.99.
Oh, that's a little harsh.
That's a little pricey. But you can put flames on people. You can take fire and put it on somebody else.
Now, what if I have like a big poison ivy patch
away
in my yard?
Then you can also do that without getting close.
All right.
Don't have to risk it.
Because that shit just gets on me.
Now, obviously, they're illegal in California because you light a match and that whole state catches on fire.
They don't want the control burn. They just want to, free for all. All right.
All right. So we're going to get into brass knuckles.
Tell me more about it. So we decided they were illegal, but you have some more insights?
Yeah, there's a lot more here. They are legal in a lot of places. You can get them.
Okay.
A lot of places you can order them, and they're not going to ship to a lot of states. Illinois, New York, Hawaii, I think, is even in there. Michigan.
Like we've discussed in the past, the crappy states.
The crappy states, yeah.
Probably New Jersey is my guess.
I imagine.
It also smells like a sewer.
Well, yeah. That's what happens in New Jersey. That's where it's downwind of New York.
Sure, our garbage may float there from time to time.
I lived in New Jersey for a while, and there were syringes washing up on the beaches.
Sounds right.
All right. You want to find a set that fits.
Oh.
So, it's not one size fits all. I had a good set, actually, that I got in the Navy. And
that was your size?
Yeah, a friend of mine said he needed to kick the shit out of somebody and asked if he could use them, and I never saw him again. The knuckles, not the friend.
Mm-hmm.
You want to know how to wear them. Now, you can wear them in your palm, on your knuckle, like you're normally going to punch somebody. But if you don't know how to throw a good punch, then you're still risking breaking your hand. If you don't know how to throw a punch, you can wear them down across your second knuckle and use it like you would slap somebody with your fist.
Ooh. Or
you can use it to, like a slashing movement against somebody's. Really, what you want to use it on is forearms, hard spots, forearms, knees, elbows. If you're going to hit somebody in the head, you're going to really do some damage. So, think about that before you start pounding on somebody.
They have to become the janitor at the local high school.
Yeah, well, they originated as handles for trench knives in World War I.
All right.
And it was basically so that the knife wouldn't slip out of your hand. It would have more of an impact. It wouldn't slide through your hand at all. It would have more of an impact as a puncture weapon.
Nice. Now, I wasn't knocking janitors. I used to be a janitor. Just always in the movies, whenever they show somebody, they always end up having to be the janitor.
Yep. So, they're illegal in Indiana, California, Michigan, Illinois, Vermont, New York, New Jersey. All the states that we talked about. They're probably illegal in any city that you live in, but they're also awesome.
In any city that you live in.
So I would recommend, I've tried to buy them, but obviously they won't ship to New York. I'm going to have to go to a different state and actually buy them. But, all
right.
Just a heads up. So those are some of your options if you're in a city and you can't carry a gun. But like I said, don't get any of these weapons and just start carrying them around with you if you don't know how to use it. Because otherwise somebody's just going to take it from you and use it on you.
That doesn't sound like something I'd be interested in.
No, nobody wants to get stabbed with their own knife.
All right.
Good.
We're caught up on our weapons.
Everything that I researched. I was trying to find more, but I just couldn't come up with any more than that.
So, no, I feel like we covered a lot there.
Mm-hmm.
I think that people are a little bit more prepared, a little bit more thought. There's also some, you have those wallet, they call them, credit card knives that fold up into something. Different stuff. I mean, it's got to be practical that you can get it out. I've seen people will sharpen plastic cards like credit cards, and they'll make the edges like razor blades.
Yeah.
That's always more like a psycho.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's...
Well, I've seen people that can throw, just playing cards.
Yeah.
And put a gash in somebody. I think maybe a credit card, you could probably get good at it.
Now that you mention it, I feel like we may have missed throwing stars.
Well, I actually did do some throwing star stuff, and they're really easy to use, man. Really easy to get a skill going, but I think they're also very illegal.
Yeah, there's that. And I also seem to remember back to my Chinese weapons days, they have some kind of thing with a ball on a string.
Yeah.
That you whip at people.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, there's some cool options
There's
out
definitely
there.
a lot of options. I wouldn't recommend nunchucks.
No.
Unless you know how to use them.
You can
If
really
you're Bruce
wreck
Lee, then you're good,
pretty
man.
good,
Yeah,
man.
you can really knock yourself out.
And here's the deal. When I bought the oak nunchucks,
Uh-huh.
I bought the rubber padded ones with it at the same time.
Uh-huh.
Now, I never actually advanced past the rubber padded ones.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just saying.
Yeah. When you hit somebody with nunchucks, you have no idea where that thing is gonna go after it bounces off somebody's head.
Eskrima sticks might be another option you can kind of work off of. I don't know. We're just giving you options here. And again, these are things you can pick up a broom handle and then mysteriously it's two Eskrima sticks.
That's right.
Just putting that out there.
One thing I did fail to mention, we were talking about the canes and
Yes.
walking sticks. They have those, the cane swords
The secret sword.
and the walking sticks that come apart with a
Now,
blade
I understand in Texas that's cool.
in them. I imagine.
Well, because
Everything's
Texas
cool in
swords
Texas.
are cool, I'm told.
Yeah. But those are also very illegal in most cities.
Okay.
But if you live in the country and you just want to have something cool, recommend it highly. They are pretty dope.
All right. Not bad. So now I'm going to try something new. I think Thursday this week coming up, I'm going to try and do a Facebook Live sometime Thursday evening, probably around 8 o'clock, something like that. You guys might want to keep a lookout. I'm sure I will have something horrible to talk about.
Yeah.
Just trying to venture out. See if I can give you a date on that.
Now, if you guys go to our Facebook page, you can join the Facebook page group. That's pretty, we got, I think, what are there, 35 people on there right now? And something like that. But join the group, put in some 2 cents, man.
We like
get
to
some
hear from
videos
you.
up, if whatever you guys want to talk about, definitely into
And
it.
the cool thing is, I know I've mentioned this before, and you guys really should take advantage of it. We're a community, and if you guys want to share your stuff, hey, I make this cool, awesome thing, we're down for helping you out.
Right.
You shoot me an email and say, hey, would you share a post about my awesome knife making or my whatever? We're going to do it for you because we got your back.
Right.
It doesn't have to be, we're all here to help each other. And the Facebook group is a great place to do that kind of thing. The Facebook Live, it's going to be the 16th.
Okay.
So I'm just putting that out there. And I'm also going to the dentist now that I checked my calendar.
Okay. All right.
So, clean
So
teeth.
you might not be able to say
I'm gonna
anything.
be looking
You're all numbed up.
shiny pearly whites there. So I'm just saying, it's a little bonus.
Yeah.
Putting that
Now-
out there. Yes.
When last week we were talking about firearms, traveling with firearms, we were talking about England. I was corrected by one of by Paul.
Stern talking to.
Yeah, I got a stern talking to. 5 years is the renewal for shotgun and rifle licenses.
And what'd you say?
I think I said 1 year.
Oh.
So it's 5 years, every 5 years.
Well, shit, in New York, we have to renew our permits now every 5 years. So
It's New York and England are pretty
synonymous
much,
with gun
they're right
laws.
on. Yeah, they're right on top of it. Shotgun barrel length is 24-inch minimum. Overall length is minimum of 40 inches.
all right. Trying
So
to do
just
the math
just
on
to
that.
clarify
All
that.
right, that's a big gun.
It's pretty long.
That's pretty long. You're not really kicking in too many doors. You might be able to open it from your house, open your neighbor's door, just doink.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just putting that out there. So we actually coming very close to the end on our new course that we're putting out.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are gonna have to check that out. Just saying, be ready.
Yeah,
It's
another month or so, and we should have everything together.
I think another week or so.
Yeah? That close, huh?
From when this comes out, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No, we're be ready for a big excitement next week. I'm just saying.
Okay.
So you might want to save some of your money now. I think there is going to be a early get in on it pricing.
Okay.
So what you guys want to do is you want to download next week's episode, because I had to tell you about it this week. Obviously, right. I can't have you download this one earlier. That would be ridiculous. Mm-hmm. But if you download next week's, you might be able to get in on it, get in on some early bird pricing.
Excellent.
I know you want to hear what we have to say.
And you want to see my beautiful face.
And my so-so face. So, whatever. But with that, you can email us. Oh, wait, I see concern in your eye.
No concerns.
We're good? All right.
We're all right.
So email us at preppingbadass@gmail.com. You also, some of you guys have reached out to me and said, hey, I wish there was a way we could support the show. Well, guess what? You're in luck.
Oh, good news.
Good news. We have a way for you to do that. One, you can buy our awesome course that we have coming out. That's going to be your best way. That's the number one go-to. Or you might want to visit Patreon. Now, we put a link in the show notes, and what Patreon is, it's a way for you guys to support artists that you love. Mm-hmm. You're like, well, Chuck, I haven't seen you really paint or dance or sing. No, what kind of artists are we?
This is an artesian podcast.
We're the kind of artists that create quality content. I'm a word master, if you will. Think like Eminem, except not hating Trump.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
All right, something like that. I mean, I'm not like in the bag Republican or anything, but like whatever. Or think like De La Rocha. Do you guys know
De La Rocha?
Zach De La Rocha is? Maybe not. That would be the guy from Rage Against the Machine. Mm-hmm. He's a bit of a wordsmith, if you will.
Wordsmith, yeah, there you go. That's what you're looking for.
All right. So
a modern day poet.
If you were interested, Patreon, you show some love. Otherwise, it'd be great if you put a like on our Facebook page. Mm-hmm. And, that way we can keep you up to date with the goings on.
Now, I
think that's all the nonsense.
Before we close up, though, I did want to touch on a subject. I just heard about this. Two New York City police officers are charged with raping a girl repeatedly in the back of their van because they found her with pot. That's why you need to be ready for your urban survival, man. You cannot trust those motherfuckers. You can't trust them. They're not there to help out. They're there to help themselves.
I know some of our listeners are law enforcement. Mm-hmm. Some of you guys, even in the very NYPD. I know specifically one or two of you.
And I'm sure you do not rape women.
I am sure you're not that guy. Maybe you should go find that guy and smack him in the freaking head.
Mm-hmm. He's making you look bad, dude.
Making you look bad. I'm just saying. Putting that out there.
Yeah. So, now I also talked to a friend of mine who's a lawyer and was talking to him about what we were talking about last week about the guys getting caught in the city with a handgun and the empty clip.
Yes.
He said there was definitely jail time involved with both of them. He knew both the cases.
Oh, he knew both.
Yeah. But, I mean, that's just the laws in New York City.
It's the law. Welcome to New York.
Yep.
All right. With that, stay safe, and we'll talk to you guys next week.
Planning a fishing trip shouldn't feel like a full-time job. With fishingbooker.com, you can find and book the perfect fishing trip within minutes. Fishingbooker.com connects you with trusted fishing captains around the world. Booking is fast, easy, and secure, with access to verified customer reviews, loyalty rewards, and around-the-clock customer support. Everything you need to book with confidence is in one place. So head to fishingbooker.com and start planning your next fishing adventure today.